ReZero Kara Hajimeru Isekai Seikatsu Season 2 is licensed and produced by Crunchyroll, Studio, White Fox, Networks, TV Tokyo, TVO, TVA, and ATX. Based on the works by Tape Nagatsuki. Please support the official release. Hello there YouTube, Jack here with the more ReZero Season 2 episodes, I don't even know, 21? Yep, 21 through 23. And the last time we kind of wrapped up the whole flashback past arc thingy. Well, I mean, this is all arc 4, I know that much. But yeah, I think we're done with all the shenanigans going on in the past. I mean, there's still a lot sort of left unclear with Beatrice and Roswaal. And especially Echidna, and why her eyes were never shown in any of the flashbacks. I really don't know. Like, I mean, they were all from Ryuzu's perspective, but still. They went through so much effort. There had to be a reason for that. Especially because you have already seen her. It's not like it's a big reveal of what Echidna looks like. So that just kept nagging at my head. Also, something I had to reconfirmed looking back at the previous episodes is I'm not sure if Ram knows that Roswaal is the same Roswaal as from 400 years ago, because she said to, like, when Roswaal first came up, as Ryuzu was talking about the past, she said that was Roswaal from generations ago, which in all fairness could refer simply to the fact that, well, that was long ago. But sort of the way it is phrased, it sounds more like, you know, that was... I forgot what his last name is, but, you know, his family from, like, an ancestor. It sounds more like that. So that's kind of where we're at. Yeah, also, Zoro had a little talk with Roswaal. It escalated a little bit. It didn't escalate into the whole let's all die here together thing that we had before, so, you know, in terms of escalating the Roswaal conversations, it's not even at the top, which is good, I guess. But yeah, we didn't really get anywhere. So, like, we didn't call off the Elsa attack, the other girl, I forgot her name. But that's sort of where we left off. So, going by the opening, we have Grafiel eventually fighting Elsa and maybe Ram against Roswaal, I'm not sure. Which sort of implies that the sanctuary will be liberated before they even go there. Because in order for Grafiel to go to the mansion, the barrier has to go down. And it also makes me wonder, what's going to happen to Echidna then? Because I honestly think she's too good a character. Especially, like, also since she comes as a bundle with all the other witches, to just, you know, I don't know, let go, move on to the afterlife. She said her, like, soul is imprisoned her, but I don't know if that's any shape together with the sanctuary and the trial, or just because. Well, we don't really know all too much, about the sanctuary itself just yet. So, yeah, liberating it, I guess, is the name of the game today. She did say that Emilia might not have any trouble with the upcoming trials, so who knows. Maybe we'll just wrap this up real quick. And yeah, enough chit-chat. I have like 3 half-an-hour episodes to get through, so let's get into this. Plus, there isn't even like any opening-ending shenanigans I can expect to skip. I mean, there might be, like, you know, some. In any case, let's get into this episode. Into 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that didn't really work out for you. I mean, that's just the status quo, though. I mean, it was always inevitable if you did nothing, so it's not like you lost anything from that. Can you? I contemplated that option. And shit for tasting, man. So, okay. Okay, well, there goes my whole previous talk about liberating the sanctuary before Grafiel can leave. I love that Garfield admires it. Because it's like sort of... It goes with the whole Jinjubu style thing. Okay, I think the impact of that scene. What? Off we go. Otto gets cut off at every opportunity. Oh, okay, that's after that. Yeah, I think he's been pretty obvious in that regard. I suppose he should apologize for that itself. Brutally honest as always. Oh? How curious is that? Just as a reminder that it's a thing. Ram honestly can be such an interesting character too. But it's really nice that we have this thing going on, like, without Subaru, sort of like showing that the world still exists without our main character around. So, a two-front attack, perhaps. Since, you know, Subaru and Ko are dealing with the whole mansion attack, and here they are dealing with Roswaal. You know, his theme kind of reminds me a little bit of Kaiki. Oh god, this entire situation is so tense you could cut it with a knife. I honestly love what he's doing here. Because he's like legit trying to just undermine everything Subaru did. In his own twisted way. I honestly just love thinking back to the thing when he reprimanded her, like in the sanctuary before. Shut down. Yes, exactly that. It's so good. Love it. So maybe that's what was the point behind not showing Echidna's face. Even though it was like from Ryuzu's perspective. I wonder. You got outplayed, clown? Entire world? You don't just mean the sanctuary, right? I do wonder. As a little side note, I think like the reason he maybe forcefully tried to enter the trial was because he wanted to see Echidna again. Not necessarily the point to bring this up, but just wanted to bring it up before I've forgotten again. Quite the actress. Oh god, the tenseness of it. Is that a word? Because the music isn't doing this the anxiety any favors. Is your wish not Roswaal's wish, basically? Yep, there's that merchant talent. Hook, line, and sinker. Going to be a doozy. Oh. Okay. For what reason to go explicitly against his orders? Well, it kinda is, since, you know, she's doing it to save you against her own will. Also, we have a much more heroic music going on now. So, is that so to say that illusions? Oh god, I'm loving this so much! Just a build-up! That's just a build-up! I mean, he wasn't actively part of them, right? As a witch cult member. It's more just because of the, like, you know, the gospel, so to say. God, the music! Oh, that's why it snowed. Finally got an answer for that. And that lures the rabbit here. I love it so much whenever that word comes up. So, not even second to him, eh? Up in your face. That smile. The return of Puck! That honestly makes a lot more sense for the two of them to fight. Because I had no idea how Ram would ever possibly win against him. So, are they already here then? Because why else would she be running? Also, this is like the first place people would set a trap for you. The music! Up, okay. I thought it also carries like the implication that she's gonna survive, that both of them are gonna survive this. Which is why it's nice. Well, I guess it makes sense that she got stronger too. You really shouldn't have revealed that there's something important behind the door, though. Not the only problem is that there's also mad beasts here. Well, someone other than Subaru would probably have trouble finding her, right? Again, this is basically still just build-up! We haven't gotten to any fight yet. Entrance. Yeah! That's so corny, I love it! The boss likes to sing. I love the aluminum. And those faces, like the reaction shots. You're huge. Well, she is a fair bit older than you, so it's fair. The thing is, with Elsa, it actually makes sense for her to wait. Like, that seems in character for her. So, no team battle for you. That's such a great reunion! And also, like, these 30 episode minutes just keep kicking my sense of time. Like, I had like 5 moments where I thought, and black, and cut. Reunion of Roars. That's a nice title. Well, here's the main girl that needs saving. Finally. It's not like I wanted the episode to end, but again, my sense of time is just all screwed with these half-hour episodes. 5 minutes is a long time when you think about it. Wait a minute, how much is this? So we got 25 minutes, or like 24 or something is usual. So we really got 5 extra minutes. And add that with some 24 episodes. No. Well, I could just do 25 times 5. It's 125. But how many hours is that? That's... Well, 120 is 2 hours. So we don't really have like 2 hours more content. And that's not even counting all the skipped openings and endings, mind you. We've had like this entire core too. We've had six-ish episodes with no opening and ending, which both are 1.5 minutes, so 3 minutes per episode times 6, 18 minutes. That's another quarter hour right there. So we have like some altogether, let's say 3 hours more content. That's a movie. It's almost 2 movies worth of just more content for this arc. This is what's really mind-blowing about this season. The casual extra time that's there. And anytime, like, I'm not gonna pretend like my internal clock is some sort of amazing timekeeping device, but when you're watching anime, you sort of like, you have this feeling like, okay, here's where the episode ends. Not just because of how much time it's been, but because, episodes are paced to not just cut to black in the middle of dialogue or something. They are paced, which is why you get a feeling for when it's gonna end. That plus a feeling of how much time it's been sort of makes you think like, oh, this should have ended 5 minutes ago. And for the entire 5 minutes-ish time, they're always like, oh, okay, a little dialogue just ended. Cut to black. Oh no, we're gonna have a whole more dialogue going. And this is not criticism for dialogue. The dialogue in this show is great. It really keeps you on edge. This entire episode was just build up for the upcoming battles. Think about that. We didn't even have any battles or whatnot. It was just dialogue episode. We had Subaru talking to the village folks there after he was done with Roswaal. We had Ram and Emilia talking. We had Roswaal and Emilia talking. We had Ram and Roswaal talking. And then we had, well, sort of like the whole epilogue thing there, which admittedly wasn't all too much dialogue, but a little bit. But yeah, this didn't feel boring or anything, but, well, it made me admittedly a bit more aware of the time than other episodes might, like action-packed episodes where just like, wait, what? That was it? That's the end? But again, the job of this episode was to set up for the next episode where we're gonna have Ram and Puck versus Roswaal, and presumably we have Grafiel versus Elsa and Subaru / Beatrice. Well, I guess the goal is kind of get Beatrice out. I don't know where the mob east girl is and all this. So, I guess the goal now is to get Beatrice to actually leave, since she isn't inclined to just believe you if you told her anything like, oh, Echidna didn't plan for any specific person, so just choose me and let's go, or something like that. It's probably not gonna be good enough quite to get someone who's been waiting for 400 years out of the library. So, that. With that said, actually I should probably open the next episode and not watch the same one again. Open with. Here we go. Starting episode 22 in the 3, 2, 1, go. That is some stylistic fighting. I love the sound design and all this, just... I don't want to hear it. Also, she didn't name for the god. Damn straight. Oh, damn. Well, it's about time that, someone made use of inappropriate hairstyle. Okay, that works. Just cut the dust. There's something so insanely fun about, like, opponents fighting to the death and introducing themselves calmly like that. I love it. I don't know why, but I love it. Yep. Oh, because Roswaal sent them. Yeah, that's the like, well, I guess then it can't be helped subtle look, right? Like you've always done. That might just be the crux. Potential second explanation for the hidden eyes and the flashback. How dare you imply she made a mistake? I love that so much. What? Yep. That person. And the entire goal is to not be that person, I feel like. Because that's still just clinging to Echidna's words. And they're jumping to conclusions. Oh, Meili, okay. So at least he did have a plan, okay. Because for a second there I thought he just sort of forgot about her, and that didn't make any sense whatsoever. I mean, it still feels like they fell several stories, though. Just drop Otto. He never gets any love. The order per the suddenly shifted. And then Otto. Yeah. Bunch of mobbies. Hi there. Yeah, you were kind of gunning for a reaction, weren't you? Yay! I'm so glad. That is a great reaction. I mean, she's definitely the one with the most combat potential amongst a lot of you, though. Aww, that's nice. Her reaction is so great. I mean, I know Subaru told her already since, like, he mentioned her name, but still, like... Ah, gross. Ah, more gross. Not gonna lie, I didn't even think about the trial anymore. Like, at all. So, does she get, like, a little bit of a view of what's happening elsewhere right now? Oh, a what if? Oh, that's harsh. Since, you know, so I didn't even consider that Subaru's were also what if scenarios. Oh yeah, she's wearing a skirt. Still the other pins. Well, probably she is. Yeah, you can't surprise me with that here. You can, however, surprise me by The player stopping by me apparently accidentally hitting the spacebar. That was a surprise. I thought the video broke there for a second. Oh. It's not. Love the outfit. But Emilia still had the pin that she took from her. So I suppose, contrary to the first trial, maybe here the point is to accept that this isn't real. Which is, I mean, it's interesting because Subaru's second trial was more about the shock factor. Which again had this feel of accept that this might be real. Maybe that's here too. Like, this could be real in another timeline and you have to accept that that isn't you. Or something? I don't know. Don't you already have rumors though? Yeah. Oh god, and Barry, it's just so freaking adorable. Yeah, she knows, but that's fine. Oh, god damn it. Do not make me cry over this. So, Ekita? No? Oh yeah, well, might as well add him too. Well, to you it is. Which is also like an interesting thing that might come up at some point in the future. Do not make me cry! God damn it! Don't need this here. I didn't even think about the second trial. Now it hits me like a freaking train. God damn it. Don't! Onion chopping ninjas be everywhere! This is still not done! Yeah, yeah. Oh, she just called him father! Are you kidding me? Don't do that to me. Oh, good God. Well, of all the things on my list of what could happen in this episode, Ekita crying was not on it! What even just happened? Because honestly, so far I just sort of played the disgust up to her similarity to Satella. Did you see more in the mirror other than just the clip? The hairpin? Oh, so maybe that's what it was about. God, it was beautiful. I can't really remember. You got support now, girl. God damn it! It's not even that emotional a scene, but it's like the whole previous thing has me worn down too much. And acceptance. When I hear him call you elder, it just surprised me. Well, the future, as it would seem. Well, for the third trial and the deliberation as a whole. Disaster that is yet to come. Happiness reflected on the water's surface. Well then, that was the surprisingly emotional episode. Yeah, I feel so bad. I didn't even have the trial on the radar. I was just focused on, oh, we're gonna have action, we're gonna have that fight, and that fight, and that fight. And then suddenly, like, Emilia comes along and slaps me in the face with second trial. Happy present that you can never attain. And Echidna? What? What? Like, I really took the whole, her hatred for Emilia on a much more surface level. Because, like, okay, she hates her. Whatever. My guess was, oh, actually still is, a similarity towards Satella. Because, you know, they look fairly the same. And there's also this aspect of... No aspect of, I don't even know where I was going with that. But just... Cat! You're actually leaving in between episodes. I'm so proud of you. Just crying. Crying is so the last thing. Well, she wasn't like sort of crying, but teared up. That I had ever expected from her. And I want to know why. All the unanswered questions. What even? So here we go into episode 23, which, as far as I know, is going to be a banger. I don't exactly know what's going to happen this episode other than, you know, the fights, probably. But I know that reception towards this episode was good. Let's put it like that. And therefore, I'm so hyped. Let's get into it. Yeah. In the 3, 2, 1, go. Well, good thing you are enjoying yourself. Oh, shit! Oh, what? That did not see that at all coming. How's that I fine? Okay, that's how that works. Thank you for finally explaining some of that. As he sends them all flying. Yep, I knew it. I knew it. I knew they were gonna cut there. That would be nice. Nice change of pace things to see you do that. Oh yeah, everybody's favorite. Does it work though? Yeah. Well, that works better, I guess. Spudger. Well, good job, yeah. You jinxed it. Also that, yeah. I mean, it kind of figures, doesn't it? It's fun to tease. Because of God, the banter with Otto is great. A bit of a witch hunt, perhaps? Oh? Information overload! God! The forebodingness of it all. Oh? Tea party! It's been a while. Though I guess she isn't in the mood. Okay. I was so terrifying. Was they dead? Apparently. Which is, again, so goddamn curious. I mean, yeah, of course. It's not like every future is doom and gloom. Calling that mean. Yep. Just work towards a good future. That's all well. I'm still holding against the idea that Satula is her mother. It just feels too obvious and not pleasant as a twist. Whatever you want to say. Oh. That's so nice. Like, who would ask for that? And that's that, I guess. Now, what's behind the door? A grave? Well, not what I was expecting. I'll give you that. Oh, never mind. It's a grave after all. I mean, it's supposed to be. Oh god, what even? I don't even know anymore. Okay. She's gonna start moving. Oh yeah, that. That happened. I guess. Where do you keep those? Ah, you know, like, things happened. So who's in the grave, by the way? Can we answer that? I mean, are they siblings? I don't even know. They look similar enough for it, but... Are they? It's not like that's the only requirement. Yes, I know. Oh, she got her! That's nice! Okay. So the respective others get to stay back, eh? God, this is... tense! God damn it. Oh yeah, well I guess she only said not to move. Well, that didn't last long. Oh god. Like, I know she's not dead from that, but still. This entire goddamn fight. By the way, how do you even defeat Elsa then? No. Oh, stop it, please. I mean, of course she's fine, but still. Also, this explains why he isn't, like, always just using the big tiger thing. Oh. Oh! Oh! Shit! How warm? Yep. God, this is awesome. I was gonna ask how come the blood on the eye stays, but it's probably more of an artistic choice. Well, would you look at that? You keep on turning around for her. Well, not how I expected this battle to come down to. Well, yeah. Your own blood might be warm too. God, that was that sound necessary? Okay, that fight's escalating too. I have no idea if she's dead, by the way. But I think she might just be stopped for now. Stopped for good. Oh. Well, yeah, it very much seems like that. Well, honestly, it does feel like a theme a little bit, yeah. Oh, damn. Yeah, like, Ram is kind of heavily outclassed here. See, this is again like that 25-minute point I talked about earlier. Where my inner clock just screams that this is the end, but no, it's not. We got 5 more minutes. God damn it. So he was legit the one behind it then. I genuinely wasn't sure before. You got it. Always sideways. Nope. Just Big Kitty. But it should have distracted him good. Did he snatch the gospel? The tome of wisdom? Music again. That too, I guess. Oh well. Fuck. I can't scream anymore because... But... I want to scream so bad. How do you have this amazing of a wrap up to both of these fights in the same episode even? God! God, it was amazing! That was so amazing! The animation and the music and the themes and everything, it's so good! It's so good! Oh, I knew it was gonna be a banger of an episode, but come on! Come on! Ram better be fine, by the way. Well, not not fine, but alive. Let's put it like that. So, I guess I was a little bit delusional when Roswaal first mentioned that he was behind the attack. Since I was like, oh no, like, not you personally, right? But apparently, yes, him personally? I don't even know anymore. Like, if he says that there's no way Ram could love him because he was behind the attack, then it's not just because, oh, I have a gospel, I'm like the witch cult. Because I really thought it was more like that, because back when in the season 1, Rem also attacked Subaru because, you know, he smelled off the witch and all that. We have Emilia's mother being brought up again, the daughter of the witch and all that, and like, you know, Minerva knew her mother apparently. And I will say again, I don't believe it's Satila or the Witch of Envy. You know, I don't even know. Are they the same person? No. We had God, I forgot who it was. The little girl called her Tella, so it's at least that. Just for a second there, I thought if anybody ever actually said her name, any of the witches, but she did. So at the very least, we have that. Because I was sort of like stuck on this moment where Echidna first talked about the other witches. And she like, I don't think she said her name. Like she said all the other names, but I don't think she said Satila's name. So I was sort of stuck on this moment where like, maybe they're different people. And people, and the word at large just no, but I don't think that's the case. Like since, God, what was the freaking little girl's name? Tai something. Match of Pride, Ray Zero. Typhon, yeah. Okay, we had more of that. So Emilia entered the grave and she said, "Who is that?" or something to this effect. Which gives the very heavy implication that she doesn't look like Echidna. Or for what it's worth, maybe not even is Echidna. But it doesn't really make sense to assume that she isn't Echidna because, like, in the flashback where, you know, her face, or her eyes at least, were hidden, Beatrice called her mother. And in the tea party, Subaru asked her about Beatrice, so it didn't feel like two different people at that point, is what I'm saying. But yeah, there's gotta be something between the dead Echidna that Subaru met and the person whom Roswaal was trained by, who has the exact same voice and white hair and outfit, but apparently not the same face. And that's curious. I'm so curious on, again, Emilia's mother. I kind of got sidetracked there, but I don't want to believe that it's Satila. I'm so absolutely opposed to believing that it's Satila. I've already mentioned this before, but one, they're both half-elves, and like the math doesn't really work out there unless Fortuna's brother is also a half-elf, and then if he had a child with Satila, then, you know, half-elf plus half-elf equals half-elf. But why would her brother be a half-elf? And like, it seems unlikely, is all I'm saying. Plus, it's too obvious. Like, the main reason I'm so opposed to it is because it's so in your face. It feels so obvious. So, you know, if you ask, like, going to knowing cast and just ignore build-up, setup, and all that, like, story-wise, like, oh, there's gonna be a twist on who's gonna be Emilia's mother. Who do you think? Then Satila would be such a boring answer, wouldn't it? Does it even work from the timeline here? I'm not sure. Because oh god, there's so much to talk about. Yeah, I'm not sure if the timeline works out. Anyway, it just feels like more of a red herring than what a show of this caliber, of this standard. This is so high standards for me. And then be like, haha, Satila is actually Emilia's mother. It would feel like the most boring answer imaginable, and I don't want that to be true. Like, as a red herring, it does a great job, because the show seems to hint at her a lot. Like, not strong hints, but like, if you want to see it that way, you can, and that's why she works great as a red herring, but really terribly as a twist. Because you see it coming from a mile away. That's why it's a bad twist. Yeah, so Elsa is apparently a vampire. She's also apparently quite fond of Malin, actually, since multiple times throughout the fight she, like, sort of left herself open to save her. Which is curious, so... Again, I don't know if they are sisters. I kind of doubt it, like, blood-related sisters. Maybe sort of, like, bonded as sisters makes more sense, especially given Elsa's backstory. Which, unfortunately, I missed a small part about because I got interrupted because I was screaming too much. I'm gonna look at that actually real quick. So I'm not missing out on anything. You have the hook, I know that. You are absolutely precious. The land north where I was born. Cold place, okay. Abandoned as a child. Makes more sense again with the whole that they probably aren't blood related. Okay, no, like, super important information was missed there. Other than she was abandoned as a child, which again just sort of works back into the whole male inter probably aren't blood related. Yeah, what else? What else? She's a vampire, apparently. Explains a lot of things, I guess. Like, ironically enough, it doesn't even have anything to do with the bowel hunting. Again, I doubt she is dead. Although, like, it was a very dramatic end to the whole thing. I don't know why that specifically would kill her for good. Like, we're kind of missing the setup for her death here. And I believe if you're gonna kill a character permanently, it should be without a question. You know? If you're left with a question mark, oh, I'm not sure, did they die? You kind of didn't do a good job on killing them off, right? That's sort of what we have here. She got splattered. But we have seen her regenerate from having half her face blown off, so... It's probably more in the sense that she can't regenerate right now and is sort of incapacitated for a while. So we are safe for now, is my takeaway here. If she's dead, I absolutely do not want to look up Elsa's wiki entry because I'm going to get spoiled to hell and back even for just a little bit. So in the comments, I don't know, if this is meant to be her definitive death thing, please tell me. If it's something that's going to be cleared up in the next couple episodes, maybe not. Like, again, my go-to state of mind right now is that she's still alive. And I don't like, being corrected on my theories, since, coming up with theories and seeing which one pans out is kind of fun in its own. But if I make the wrong theory based on misinformation, because I missed something or I talk myself into something that the story thus far has already debunked, then it's, fine to just tell me that I got it wrong, because look here. Like, and if this was meant to be a definitive death scene for her, then please do tell me. If not, if there's more to this in any sort of capacity, then please do not tell me. Yeah, so that's how those things ended. I guess next episode is going to be saving Beatrice. Because, Subaru stayed behind and all that. I love that the dust explosion didn't work, by the way, since, from my understanding, those things are hard to pull off, actually. So, it doesn't really work the anime way where you just spread a bit of flour or whatever and boom! Also, Subaru was in the same room, so if it had made boom, he would have been dead. Since the poison burns up the oxygen, he would have just suffocated. Well, I guess the door was open, so maybe. Well, in general, standing next to an explosion, or inside of it for that matter, is not good. But I really love how it just absolutely did not work out, because, it's such an anime trope, dust explosion, and so it makes sense that Subaru would know it. And I just love that it didn't work. Like, he applies his modern day, world knowledge, but really, how much modern day knowledge do you actually have? If today you were sent back to some medieval fantasy isekai what sort of technological revelations could you actually bring about? I could maybe build a computer. You know? That's the kind of shit I go to university for. But I can't build the freaking nanometer-sized transistors that you need for some high-power processor. I can't build freaking giant, you know, supercomputers, but I can build something that qualifies as a computer. Rudimentary. For what it's worth, you know? So there's that. Whatever you're gonna do with the computer, then I don't know. But again, like, for most people, as sort of this... Yeah, you have all these modern-day accommodations, but what good are you really in sort of a past setting where all you have is the knowledge up to this point? Roswaal and RAM. I'm not sure on Roswaal's past in regards to Puck or the Greater Spirit or whatever. So he meddled with the contract a little bit. I guess this is why sort of Amelia didn't really hear a lot from him and all that. Yeah, my mouth is all dry from the talking. But there's so much. There's so much, and this entire end fight. The music, the build up to it, and just the animation on top of it. And this wasn't the last 5 minutes, remember. This is past the point where I say, like, oh, this is where an episode usually ends. And they still squeeze in this amazing finish. God, it's so good. But yeah, so this, like, as Ram was tossing the tomb into the flames, like this, the Roswaal's realization turning around, trying to stop it, like he kind of blasted Ram with a flame attack. I don't really know what he was hoping to accomplish with that. If she hadn't tossed it, he would just burn it himself. But yeah, she better be fine again. But yeah, that's what a banger of an episode that was. Again, I knew it was going to be a good one, but it was more than just good. I want to know the karma rating of that on the Reddit. Reddit, ReZero, Season 2, Episode, what was it, 23? I think. No. Part 3, 15,000 upvotes. Thank you. That was perfect. Yeah, next time, saving Beatrice, I guess, and I don't know. I don't even know if that's the final episode or not. I don't think so. I didn't see, like, final anywhere, but it might be. I sort of expect 25 episodes, but I'm not sure. And, well, whatever the final... Well, I guess we need an actual wrap-up episode, maybe not. Can you imagine if they just did another stupid-ass cliffhanger like the director's cut was like, who's Rem? And then just leave us sitting there for the next 4 years on that. This is the worst thing is, I'm not putting it past them. I wouldn't even be surprised. I mean, I'm going to be surprised by whatever the actual content of the cliffhanger is, but I wouldn't be surprised if they end on one. But yeah. That was ReZero, Season 2, Episodes 21 through 24. What an amazing series of episodes it was, really. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the reaction and maybe even listened to my weird fan theories that I've got floating around in my head. And if you did, maybe, you know, leave a like or a comment. I love reading comments. They absolutely motivate me like nothing else. And maybe you even dare to subscribe. And until next time, if you subscribed, see you then. Bye.